Hi guys, welcome to the channel. We're going to get in some 10-minute games today on the road to 2000. So I've just recently had a comment by someone saying I've only gone up by like 10 rating points since I started this series. I do accept that, it's a fair point. But I'd just like to say that as soon as I started doing YouTube, my ranking came down by like 100, 200 points. Just the fact that I'm talking through videos at the same time. So it just is what it is. I want to keep doing the YouTube videos, so that's just yeah, is what it is. Don't know what to say about that. Hopefully my brain gets better at talking at the same time as playing chess, which currently I need to play a move. So what do we do here? Here we're happy, I think. Just push in the center. Looks a bit weird. Pushing the same pawn twice. If check, we just defend. This is a very odd move. Oh yeah, thank you to Jake for buying me a coffee. I've got this beer which I'm going to open tonight, so I'm going to celebrate. A dank bitter. Going to be very juicy. What type of beers do you guys like? Let me know in the comments. And let's try and get out of this opening. So if this sort of exposes us, we take this way. Maybe that's alright. Gets our bishop out, doesn't it? Okay, and now we block with the bishop. Is there any problems there? I don't see it. I think this is fine. So we used a little bit of time talking in the opening there. And also, guys, improvement in chess. You've got to get this as part of your mindset. It's almost like the stock market. Like it goes up over time, but it's waves. You can't expect improvement to be linear. It's going to drive you mad, guys. Honestly. So this looks really nice. Yeah, I just always tell myself improvement comes in waves, and I just try and live by that. So I don't go mad, you know. So put the queen on a dark square. Could we push on a light square? Could we push the queen onto a dark square so we'd get this check, winning the queen, you know, with the rook, something like that. So could we kick the queen somehow? If this to prepare this, but then they'd probably play that. How could we kick this queen? No. This? This feels like an opportunity. If I play that, it's a bit slow. And as long as they play this, they're safe. But I'm trying to get this move in. Like, just hit the queen. Try and get the queen on a dark square where I could have, you know, hit it and gone check. But now the bishop covers the check. So that tactic's sort of gone. And now maybe I want to put the bishop in the classic sniper tower position. So it's on a dark square now. So we'd like to remove this bishop, but I think we should probably just develop at this point. I think the tactic has not worked. So if push though, that looks a bit annoying. So maybe we develop like this. And then get rook here. This pawn is dominating our knight right now. We've just got to be aware of that. So I've just had my morning coffee, so feeling good. What is this? This or hit the queen? Queen here. We take with our queen. This looks fine. Centralizing both rooks now, so I think we're slightly better. That's a red flag, guys. That's a really big red flag. Like, why pin a piece to your queen? Now, there is this check we've got to worry about. So maybe this, adding pressure. And also making sure this doesn't come with check. Making sure they can't take the pawn and try and win the rook. Tactics like that. This adds pressure here. Although this pawn push. Ah, yeah, the pawn push. But then we go like that, hitting the pawn and the bishop, which looks really good. Because then we can just slam into the queen. This, though. Doesn't this just win the bishop? It's pinned. So yeah, we may have only gained like 10 points since we started the series, guys, but hopefully it'll be 20 after this game, after we win this bishop. So, yeah, improvement comes in waves. So this, and then we win the pawn at the end, maybe. This here, we correct the structure. Or if this, we go here, hit the queen. Maybe they go here to put pressure on this square. You know what? This is still going to be a pin at the end. We don't need to lose our bishop. We can just like go here. Or here, then it's defended. This is still going to be pinned. Right? I think so. Yeah, we just casually step out and this situation is still there. They're trying to counterattack, but we're just sort of saying no. Nothing for you, Alberte. Yeah, I thought that move was going to come, but again, there's no pressure here. We just slide back, right? Queen protecting this square. Maybe we'd like to play this, lining up the pin here, or skewer. Yeah, we're just crushing with our active rook and queen. And this pawn's sort of in the way, but it's going to be lost pretty soon. Might see a resignation. What country is this? Cyprus. Oh, so there it comes. Ah, we let them have the tactic that we spoke about, so they at least get a pawn out of it, but still bad for them, right? Hitting the queen. Maybe we try to win this pawn, move the knight and win the pawn. So here would protect this pawn. Would also line up against this. What about this? Looks a bit fancy. They win this pawn. I like this, just to get the knight out of the way. It just looks like it strengthens my whole position. Pressure on these squares. Pawn comes, we take. We need to win this pawn now. So maybe queen up just to blockade the pawn, and then we can like focus our pressure on it. We don't have to think about this idea. Maybe they'll bring a rook and try and allow this fork here. Right now we can just take, which is nice. We'll just up a piece. Guys, let me know which series you prefer on my channel. I'm not really sure where to go with the channel now. I've done all them bot videos. Like, more of these 10-minute games, or more bullet. Or, I've just done an exposing chess.com for why did they nerf Nelson, guys? I don't want to get annoyed again. You'll have to watch the video. I did get riled up. I was half joking, but I was genuinely riled up. So here, have they got a check? No, we just try and trade queens, right? Looks a bit funny. You know, the tactics and stuff. With this pressure down the d file and the maybe revealed stuff, but I saw this bishop couldn't come out with check, so that stopped a lot of my worries. If takes, I didn't see what they get. We've got the more active rooks, which I really like. This knight, it's not clear where this knight's going to actually go in the future, but hopefully they play a move like that, which would allow our knight in. This pawn is currently dominating our knight. Yeah, join the Discord, guys, if you're not in there. It's free. So, yeah. So now we've got some issues. So this pawn's under pressure. If they go bishop here, that looks annoying. I was thinking this to trade the queens, but then takes. This looks natural. Actually, there's some problems here now. There's just this. This bishop can't move anywhere with checks. I think we're just about getting away with it, but this looks very uncomfortable, this alignment issue, guys. We've only got 4 minutes to try and navigate this. So if here, just to kick the queen out, but then it's sort of weakening long term, or just this. But then queen can still come in. So I think we're forced to play this move. And now this alignment issue is looking very scary. But I just didn't see a great spot for them to put their bishop. We'd love to go for this queen trade, supported by the bishop. Try and simplify things. Because we've got nice open rooks, so at the end, if we just line the rooks up and trade them off, it should be pretty easy. 4 minutes left to navigate this position. They just go there, which puts pressure on this square, so we just step out of it, I assume. Like that or there. Is there any difference? This gives our bishop more vision. Or this, just so the rook can't come and hit me. And also we're hitting the bishop, which looks nice. Yeah, I like that. Why did I rule that one out? I was thinking here or here, but no, that looks way better hitting the bishop. Maybe they try to line the rook up again, which just looks annoying. So if they come in with check. This queen is just a pest. If here, trying to get a queen trade, have they even got any moves? They've got this, but then we go here. What? We just take. That's not right. Take, and then they get nothing, right? If check, we take. I don't see anything. They've got this check, I guess. But then we go here, but then the... You know what? If this works for them, fair play. This check we just take. So this knight check's the only thing that I can see. But if here... He only checks this and we just take. I don't see what this does. There's no more checks, right? They've not got a dark square bishop to punish this alignment. Yeah, let's go with that. And now we're just going to try and win the queen. If rook here, that looks juicy, because if takes, then we win the queen. And then if like here is the only move, we get this, hitting both pieces and winning the knight. So this move looks very juicy. So if takes with the pawn doesn't work, but take with the bishop, right? Does he realize we can take with the bishop, hit the rook? That looks really good. And then if here, we just take. I don't get this guy at all. What is going on? He's just opened up the king. We're now hitting the rook. This piece is pinned. Maybe we add pressure to the pinned knight. This we can take with the queen. We can take with the rook. And I just don't see any more checks or anything for our opponent, really. I love the way this is covered by that. So if here doesn't work, we just go back. Everything's still the same, I think. Maybe we go for a rook trade, but I think this is priority when we get the chance. Just attacking the pinned piece. And forcing maybe check. Yeah, it just lose a piece, wouldn't it, if we did this? We've got 2 minutes left, guys. Come on. But leave a like, by the way, guys. It does really help the algorithm and stuff like that, doesn't it? Help the community grow. The Discord community is so wholesome, by the way. So if this, still, and then if this, we get, and then this work. Oh, if we take, or just this. Is there any checks if we do that? Does this, we go take. The threat is just to win the knight. Don't see why not. Let's try that. Bang. They can trade a rook if they want, but I don't see how it helps their position. They're just destroyed right now. They're playing on valiantly, but that's the same thing, right? We just take. And with check as well, so that forces the queens off the board. Looks really good. Not going to calculate that one too much. And now, nice. They're trading down, which helps me a lot. And now this wins the pawn. Can we throw in another check? Don't think so. Let's just take this. Now we get a little resignation, guys. So to the guy who said I've only gone up 10 points in all this Road to 2000 playlist, I've now gone up 20. So woo. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed that one. I'll see you next time, guys. Cheers.